Britain's Got Talent 2026 has officially ended. Yes, I'm a few weeks late, probably a month late by the time you see this. And although Matty J came fourth in the competition, I am pretty sure he's going to do very, very well. He's actually currently in the production of Jesus Christ Superstar over at the Palladium in the West End. So if you can, go and check it out because my best friend is also in it. Just saying. Matty J isn't my best friend, that's not what I meant. Yeah, I've got tickets, I'm really, really excited. I might have already actually seen this by the time this comes out. Today I will be checking his final performance on Britain's Got Talent. This is Nothing Compares to You. He has returned back to Prince for his final performance. Let's get to it.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days.
Ooh.
Since you took your love away.
He's such great control.
I go out every night and sleep all day. Since you took your love away.
Okay, let's talk about this entrance before we go into the main part of the song. Such great control. You know, if we are grabbing someone's attention, hey, it's quite natural for us to make perhaps more of a fuller volume, a louder sound than it is to make a quieter sound with the same intention. Listen to how he beautifully goes through from one word to the next. Going on a little bit of a diminuendo to bring that volume in and then come swell back out. It's so beautifully controlled. There's a lovely moment they did right at the very end. As well, beforehand, there's a really lovely consistent level of twang, which is the narrowing of the AES. And when we do that, when we increase that to the right amount that we want, we can brighten up that quality. So there's a lovely lift in his vocal delivery so far as we are starting this. His onsets as well, super, super controlled. So good.
Since you took your love away.
Listen to how smooth that is.
I can eat my dinner at a fancy restaurant, but nothing can take away these blues.
Oh. Okay, wow. This riff started, this like ad-lib, and then he rolled into the next word, which is just wonderful. You have to be really, really supported when we do this. We can feel that as well. There's almost this cry quality to his voice. We could see this in this kind of mouth shape that he's doing as well, but also just we can hear it. And when we increase that cry onto it, we are increasing that resistance in the vocal folds, so ensuring that the vocal folds are connecting all the way, which is very much needed when we're producing this loud sound or wanting to belt, wanting to emotionally hold out that note as well. We need to make sure that the structure, that the connection of the vocal folds are connecting all the way, so we've got that strong support rather than let breath come through and then we're trying to get a loud sound with this kind of quality. No, we need to make sure that we've got very great full vocal fold closure. What this cry element does as well is lifts up that tone, that sound. It's not going to be a heavy sound. We're not reaching up with our thicker folds. It's going to feel like we're nicely landing on top of the note rather than approaching it from underneath. It's such a mind game when we're singing as well. If we view it as a note up here, we're trying to reach it like that, it's going to sound really painful. Whereas, if we think of it as we're dropping on, suddenly we've got this nice lightness. Obviously, I know I'm just kind of going, not sounding great, but just play around with it. Another thing I just want to mention, look how relaxed his mouth is. The tongue is in this lovely, nice position, just creating this lovely scoop of a tunnel shape. And he's just singing out. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, he's so good. fire.
but I'm willing to give it a try.
He is insane. So some singers like to really kind of, you know, show that we're hitting this big note. Yeah, look how still he is there. His mic didn't even move. He's like, da, da, just like hit this note like this. Yeah, beautiful. He has found a really lovely shape, vowel shape of a mouth to keep going back to, so he knows he's not. We do this without thinking, really. Once we've worked through where we want our voice, our mouth shape, sometimes lots of thoughts coming into my brain. Where should I go? Sometimes when we are hitting a higher note, we might find there's tension somewhere. And it could be, one of the reasons it could be is because of the mouth shape, right? There's a lot of ooh vowels in this as well, which I'll get to in a moment. But if we find a shape that feels great for us, feels nice and relaxed, and we're able to run up and down the, you know, add some melismas, add some riffs and runs, and it just feels like everything's together in the right spot, keep going back to that vowel. Not all the time, obviously, sometimes the vowels are a little bit different, but that shape especially, keep going back to that shape. And he does, not spread, drop, just like nice and narrow, just so he can go wherever he wants to go, and it's wonderful. Yeah, every time he goes to a bit more of an ooh vowel, he'll again open it a little bit rather than to you, keeping it nice and like, it could be quite tight depending on what balance he wants. This is wonderful. I love how he connects all the words together. Wow. Okay, look at this. Every time he changes note, we get a different kind of position because his body needs to be in tune. I know I said he wasn't like moving around too much, but he isn't, in the sense that he's not like putting a lot of movement into it, but it just balances, it matches with what he's doing vocally. It's wonderful. Yeah, when we are hitting these, especially when we are starting up on a and we're hitting this note straight away, we're not working our way towards up there. It's in an area where our voice doesn't talk. So we need to have everything in place before we go on to the note. Again, kind of like dropping onto the note rather than reaching up, as I was saying earlier. We need to make sure that the twang and resistance is there. All these different tools help us create such a wonderful sound up there without feeling heavy, because otherwise that will be really, really painful. The vocal folds are naturally thin up there, so everything else that needs to happen on top is what we want to create that sound rather than it bringing up with a lot of thickness. What he does as well, sometimes on these riffs down, he becomes, especially on those faster runs, he becomes a little bit breathy, and I love that. Because he is more than capable, and as we're hearing here, when he hits those lower notes, to be lovely and, you know, lovely and clear. But having a little bit of that elimination just ensures us, as we're traveling down with that such speed, it ensures that we're not going to land heavy. So just eliminating a little bit of the bottom contact with our vocal folds and just allowing it to be a bit breathier allows it to be smooth, and it's not jarring when we land there for himself and us as a listener. Everything's the same. Okay, we've modified the word you here for sure. Oh, wow. He said, let my final song be this powerhouse of a song. Wow. Yeah, I mean, talk about 3 songs that are like, whoa, are you really going to do it? Yeah, of course he's going to do it. This was right in the pocket of, nothing feels strained when he sings up there. And a big reason of that is that he has a really developed head voice, allowing him to have that support when he needs to get higher. Because even though, yes, it sounds like a really loud sound and, you know, full belt, it is a belt. But remember, belt isn't a register. We can belt, we need to have that chest connection in it to be a belt. But especially when we are ascending and hitting a higher note, it needs to be, the foundation needs to be a mixed quality. So taking parts of our chest voice, our speaking register, stretching it up there, but not reaching up there, just stretching elements up there, and then making sure that it's light and supported from the top. So we've got that lift, that twang there as well, that cry to land on top. It's everything works well together, and he is just so in tune with what he needs to do. That very last note, he went on to a vibrato a lot quicker than what he'd done previously. Previously, he was going for this lovely straight tone, and then we open up to that vibrato. This is the final note. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's go straight on that vibrato. Let the note wobble between the two notes and have this big finish. He's almost like leaning onto. This is the first time that you have a bit more of an open, slight lift of the chin position as we're belting this out, as opposed to everything else we've been almost tucking it under, not squashing it, because otherwise that'll squash the larynx, but just tucking it under, so we've got this lovely tall neck, so you have all that space to travel. But here we're lovely and open. I mean, and we've also opened up that U to that yeah. We've completely changed the word. It is the final note. It makes sense. And actually, it's not like, yeah, that strong finish. It is nowhere near as high as where he's been in this song, to be fair. So having that, it's got much more of a chest connection, chest dominant sound in there, full lovely chest belt there. Beautiful. He is just so good. I feel so at ease when I'm listening to him. It's like everything's such a breeze, and he's just like, yeah, we're hitting this note. And, you know, the more he's about to do, you know, perform 8 shows a week, or however many his roles, I don't know if his role is swapping with another actor or anything, I'm not sure. But he needs to make sure that he has that stamina, that projection, and overall control of his voice to make sure he can do that many times. And we listen to this and we know that he has that. It's just so good. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. Please, if you did enjoy it, go and check me out over on Patreon. Please go and hit that subscribe button, a bell button, and a thumbs up button as well. I will see you very soon. Let me know where Matty J goes to next, who else you want me to react to and break down. But yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye.